Yo, welcome to another video where this time we're doing top 10 cars for racing. But before we do, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Let's go. This video is brought to you in part by Red Bull Green Apple. Red Bull, it gives you wings. Now, number 10 on our list, the Vapid FMJ. Number 10 on our list comes in as the most expensive one at $2.87 million, man. This supercar is kind of bulky, you know, it's got some bulky feature designs, but I like it. It's pretty cool. This car takes heavy consideration from both the Ford GT and the Aston Martin Vulcan. We managed a top speed in our version of the quarter-mile test of over 120 miles per hour, finishing this car as the 5th fastest car during our time trials. Number 9, the Overflood Tyrunt. Costing $2.5 million, this vehicle comes in as 5th on our most expensive car on this list. Just another car with a more Hulkster, more like design, kind of bulky, carrying the influence in the real life from the Apollo era. Handles decently in the streets, will gain a bit of lift if you're not too careful. Good braking system, not great braking system, excuse me. Top speed over 120 miles per hour, finishing 8th in our time trials on the quarter mile. Number 8 on our list, the Ocelot X821. This supercar looks dope, very dope. Nicely designed, costing $2.35 million, ranking number 6 on our most expensive list. Resembling the 2017 Jag F-Type, this car handles nicely in and around the city, nice in traffic, takes all the curves like a boss. Exhaust not very pleasantly sounding though. Perhaps some different exhaust in real world would change that. We managed to have a bad start on the quarter mile track, so this one right here we're not going to consider. Number 7. The Progen Tyrus. This is a great looking car. At $2.55 million, this car ranks 4th on our list as most expensive. Has the features of the McLaren F1 GTR Longtail, the Saleen S7R, and a Mosler MT 900R. This car looks great, handles great. I love the red sunburst on this vehicle. Top speed got us over 122 miles an hour, finishing 9th in our time trials. Number 6, the Progen T20. I just love this car. This car ranks in 7th as the most expensive car on the list, costing $2.2 million on the game. Great braking, great driving, anywhere, everywhere. Takes its looks from the McLaren P1. Sounds magnificent. Top speed of over 125 miles an hour, finishing 3rd in our time trials. Number 5, the Overflood Entity XXR. Gracefully designed, sleek and low to the ground. At $2.2 million, this car ranks 7th in our cost on most expensive list. Favoring the Koenigsegg 1 and the Koenigsegg Agero R, this car is dope. Handles all the curves, turns like a charm. Topping out over 125 miles an hour, coming in 4th in our quarter mile track. Number 4, the Pegasus Osiris. This is a sweet vehicle, ranking 9th in cost at only $1.95 million. This car in real world has a very tough name to pronounce that I'm not even going to try, so I'm going to put the name down in the bottom. But she looks great. Handles decently, but this car, if you're doing any of the races on the game, for the most part, from what I've told, you will be using this car along with another one for the most part, so I can see why just driving it throughout the city. Top speed of over 120 miles an hour, finishing 6th in the quarter mile time trial. Number 3, the Benefactor Cracker. Coming in with a price tag of $2.875 million, this is the second most expensive car on our list. Just being released during the casino update, it carries the inspired look of the NSX, the Audi R8, and the Porsche 918. Handles like a charm, a beast in and out of the city. Very smooth, I love it. Top speed of 120 on the track, finishing 7th in our quarter-mile test. However, I believe we had a bad start, just being honest. Now, number 2 on my list is actually my favorite one, and that's the Dubachi Wagner. I love everything about this car, how it looks, you name it. It's the least expensive car out of this whole list at $1.5 million, but man, you cannot beat it. The real life counterpart being the Aston Martin Valkyrie. I mean, what else can I say? Just look at it. Everything about it, in my opinion. Everything. It handles the best in and out of the turns. I mean, this car just flies. I love it. Braking system is outstanding. Just all around dope. Top speed of over 120 miles an hour. I think it was faster than that, but I couldn't really tell, so I panned out. But it finished 2nd in the time trial. Look at that time. Now, first on our list is the ProGen Emirates. Coming in 3rd in cost at $2.75 million. Man, this car is, it flies, it zips, it goes. It's the total package. It's the reason why it's number 1 on this list. In the real world, this car would be the 2019 McLaren Senna. It has amazing speed, amazing drivability. The works. Just look at that power to just spin like that in the city. Topping out over 130 miles an hour during our time trial, finishing 1st during the quarter-mile test. Dope car. Amen, and that will do it for another video from BTG Beyond the Game. Tell me what you guys think, man. Do you like the list? Does the list suck? Is there some cars that left off, or is the list just right with your favorite car on it? Shout out to Dragon's Butterfly and the Hayes fam for her wonderful suggestions on some of these cars to take a look at. I certainly do appreciate that. And until next time, make sure you check out more music videos, more content, more everything right here, right now on Beyond the Game.